Okay, so the next thing we're going to go over is section 9.4, solve linear systems by multiplying first. But first I want to show you something. If I take 6x plus 2y equals 8 and 6x plus y equals 7. We already did this and we came up with an answer. Now, remember when we're doing fractions and we want a common denominator. If I had 6 over 6 plus 2 over 1, our common denominator would be 6. So it would be 6 over 6 plus, and multiply this by 6, and multiply this by 6 is 12. You get 18 over 6. All right, common denominator. In this case, we have a common thing, the 6's. But what if we didn't want to use the x's for some weird reason? We wanted to make our life harder on ourselves. Well, we could find a common y. Okay, so in this case, we have a 2 and a 1. So to find the common denominator, we just multiplied these two together, right? So to make a common here, we can do the same thing. So this is 1, so we're going to multiply the 2 by the 1. 6x plus 2y, because 2 times 1 is still 1, equals 8. Now we're going to multiply the bottom by that 2. So 6 times 2 is 12x plus, now 2 times 1 is 2y, equals 7 times 2 is 14. And we're going to subtract. That becomes negative 6x. 2 minus 2 is 0y. 8 minus 14 is going to be negative 6. So then we can divide our 6 out, or divide our negative 6 out. And we have x equals 1. If x equals 1, then we can go back to our equation up here. 6 times 1 plus 2y equals 8. 6 plus 2y equals 8. Minus 6 minus 6. 2y equals 8 minus 6 is 2. Y equals 1. And if you remember from earlier, we had come up with 1, 1 as the solution. So you can see that if you multiply to get a common, it's not a denominator in this case, but a common variable, it does not change the answer. The answer is the same. The trick is you have to do where you're finding the common, and you have to multiply the whole string by that, right? So now that I've shown you that that does not change the answer, we're going to move on. Okay, on page 261, we have number 2. And it says, solve linear systems by multiplying. And it gives us negative 2x plus 3y equals 7. And then it gives us 5x plus 4y equals 17. So the easiest thing I can see is I have a positive and a negative, so they're going to eliminate each other if they were the same. So I will go ahead and multiply this top by 5 and the bottom by 2. Okay? That is going to give us 5 times negative 2 is negative 10x. 5 times 3 plus 15y. 5 times 7 equals 35. 2 times 5 is 10 x plus 2 times 4 is 8y equals 2 times 17. 7 and 7 is 4. Carry the 1, that gives us 34. And since we have opposite things, we can just add. Negative 10 plus 10 is 0x plus 15 plus 8 is 23. Y equals, that's 9, that's 6, equals 69. Okay? So now we're going to have to divide out that 23. 23, divide out that 23. We end up with y equals, oh, that's convenient. Y equals 3. You can see 23 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 69. So 69 divided by 23 is 3. So y equals 3. That's part of our ordered pair. Make our ordered pair, comma, 3. Now we can just go back to any of our equations. We can use one of our new ones or one of our old ones. Doesn't really matter because now we figured out what y is, and y is y. It doesn't change if you increase or decrease the size of the equation. So I'm going to say negative 2x plus 3 times 3 equals 7. I just replaced the y with the value of y. Negative 2x plus 3 times 3 is 9 equals 7. Negative 2x, subtract the 9 equals negative 2x equals, divide the negative 2, divide the negative 2. Those are connected by multiplication. You have to divide. Equals, negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. Thank you. 1 comma 3. You're welcome. So that is our answer for our ordered pair. 261 number 2. And let's see, on this 1 comma 3 is what they give us. If you look on Step It Out, number 2, go all the way down to the blue bubble that has a C in it, and it says 1 comma 3, which is what we just came up with. Beautiful, right? Now how can you check your work? This has checking your solution, which is brilliant. I haven't been having you guys do that, and I should. That's my fault. So to check your work, you can just take one of your equations. So we'll take our original equation here, 5x plus 4y equals 17, and we'll replace it. 5 times 1 plus 4 times 3 equals 17. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 times 3 is 12 equals 17. 5 plus 12 is 17. 17 equals 17. Check. We win. The answer's right. Beautiful, right? So again, this is still the elimination method. We're just adding that step of multiplication. So we're going to start with page 263. And we're going to go to number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Sorry, Beatles. White Album. Revolution number 9. Very weird song. Let's see. SA. Back of the book. 9.4 is still on SA 16. And it has all the on your own. So 7 through. Yeah, it goes on to the next page. 7 through 39 odd. It's got the answers to. So this is number 9. So the answer is there in the back of the book. So it has number 9. X plus 4y equals 20. Negative 3x plus 7y equals 35. Okay, so we want to find something common. Let's use 3 because this looks simple because I can just multiply one of them by 1. It doesn't make the numbers that much bigger. I enjoy it. You could also use this here and come up with a common but then you'd be multiplying by 7 and 4. The numbers get big, and it's just ugly. So I prefer it this way. So I am going to multiply the top by 3 and the bottom by 1. 3x plus 3 times 4 is 12y. 3 times 20 equals 60. Could you imagine if I was multiplying that by 7? I mean, that'd be 140. We're getting big numbers. My brain goes wonka willy. Don't like it. 1 times this whole thing is going to be the same thing. Negative 3x plus 7y equals 35. Now we can go ahead and add. 3 plus negative 3 gives us no x's. 12 plus 7 gives us 19 y's equals, that's a 5, 6 and 3 is 9, that's 95. So to rewrite it so I can see it easier without that, I'm going to say 19y equals 95. I'm going to divide out that 19, divide out that 19, and I am going to want a calculator, which I believe we have one in here. Applications, compass, ruler, mask, magnifier, calculator. Boom. All right, so 95 divided by 19 equals 5. Y equals 5. I could have done that in my head, but it would have been more painful. That's what calculators are for. Yes, y equals 5. So, Mr. Calculator, how do I get rid of you? Is there a little thingy? I don't see one. So, I will, whoa, Nelly. I will just move you over here. Fine. All right, so our ordered pair, I'm saying so much. So. 5, comma. All right, so y is 5. Now we have to find our x. Let's take our original x plus 4y equals 20. And we're going to say x plus 4 times, and y is 5, equals 20. X plus 20 equals 20 minus 20 minus 20. X equals 0. So 0, 5 is our ordered pair. I'm going to flip to the back of the book on page, I think it was 16, essay 16. Yeah, 9.4, number 9, and it tells me the answer is 0, 5. So we did that right. Amazing. So now what I want you guys to do, on page 263, I want you to do numbers, we just did 9, so 11 through 19 odd. All right, that's it. Boom. That's everything for today. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. And as always, if you have a question, let me know. I am here in the class with you, and it makes me happy.